Where are you going?
I thought we were going over there.
Today we're at the Glidewell Trail, and I've brought my son. Let's go hiking. He's quite the indoor kid, so this should be exciting. I got my car back. I didn't get it fixed, so maybe we break down, maybe we don't. We'll see what happens. We are at the Glidewell Trail. It's quite a muddy one out today. That's all right. We don't mind a little mud, do we?
Yeah, I sure do.
There's kind of a cool little surprise on this trail. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. Maybe you'll think it's pretty cool. I can't wait to show you. I was pretty excited the first time that I ever saw it. It's unfortunate because this is my favorite time of year, the cold. But this is what it does to me. I'm just leaking. My whole face is just leaking. That's why Mr. Hanky. Anyway, look at this cool frozen swamp that we found.
Jesus.
He's got a tree. What are you gonna do with your tree?
No idea.
Break it. There's actually a few cool things on this trail that I want to show you. One of them is, I don't know, it's extremely exciting to me. We're gonna pass by the lake, which is stunningly beautiful. You'll see. That's where I usually like to stop and take my water break. I see my favorite thing. What have we here? Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Oh my God, it's so pretty. That's so pretty. Let's go I'll give that a pet. Yeah! All right, here we've hit a divergence. This literally leads to a field. Here's the trail. Here we go. Finally on the trail. That was just the hike to the hike. All these hikes have hikes to the hikes. You can see the lake through the trees. We'll be getting there shortly, and I'm telling you, it's beautiful. We're not here at the right time, but about a month ago, this lake is a migratory location for sandhill cranes, and I came down here on a brutal day. It was raining, it was windy, it was cold, but there were thousands of sandhill cranes out here just screaming, making all kinds of noise. Look at this moss. It's so fuzzy. It's like little beard hairs. He's got a big tree. He's like a freaking dog. Look at my big stick. So proud of his big stick. I wanted to answer a comment that I got on my first and last video. Somebody mentioned that they love Typo Negative, and I told them if they stick around, I have something to show them. I also love Typo Negative very much. Rip, Peter. My son keeps stopping and hitting trees. Dead trees. I told him to leave the live ones alone. That tree is not dead. Leave it alone. Leave that tree alone. Here's another one of my favorite types of trees. It looks like hair. Doesn't it kind of remind you of hair? I don't know what kind of tree it is. It's just so freaking pretty. So it's Sunday again. I was supposed to work Friday and Saturday. We're supposed to work 4/10s. I think I mentioned that. We were supposed to work Friday and Saturday. Me and my coworker decided to go ahead and work 12 hours on Friday though, to get out of Saturday. We weren't officially allowed to do that, but we did it anyway. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow. But we got a lot done. I mean, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna bitch that we made them a whole bunch of money? No, probably not. Anyway, how was everybody's week? Mine was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. And I was so stressed about it. And then I realized, I don't care. A job is not my life. Why? I mean, people get so worked up over it and so stressed about it. And I feel like I'm in my fuck it era. I refuse to care anymore. Through the week, it's almost like it's not even real life, you know? It's like I'm on autopilot. Work is not real life. It's just a thing you have to do, unfortunately. This is my real life, except I only get, 1 to 2 days of it a week. I could have went out yesterday, but honestly, I was so tired. I couldn't even drag myself out of bed. That's another thing is my schedule, my shift is odd. It's a mixture right between second and third shift. I go in at 3:30 p.m. and I get home at 2:30 a.m. So obviously I can't just go home and go to sleep. So about 5 in the morning is when I'm waking up or going to sleep, especially after working 12 hours. I know some people do that every day, and my hat's off to you. I mean, I work 10s, but after working 4 10s and then a 12, I was sleepy. Especially, as I said, it was very mentally taxing this week. It was very stressful, but at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I'm getting paid either way. So I don't care. I no longer care. And I already feel much better about everything. I just don't care so much. It's just a job. It's not real life. We're getting closer to the lake. Oh, just wait till you see how pretty it is. I'm sure it's not going to translate at all on the camera how beautiful it is in real life, but take my word for it, it's fucking beautiful. We've hit some obstacles in the trail. I like obstacles on the trail. I don't know why. They're fun little obstacles. Ooh. Second obstacle over. Oh, he's made it. He's made it. Is he gonna make it over the second? Oh, he didn't make it. He did. Oh, he made it. Oh, congratulations. Does anybody else have a teenage son? Anybody else out there watching this video have a teenage son? There's a lot I'm gonna have to cut out of this video. The things that come out of his face.
I have done like one thing.
Big mud. Big mud. Don't walk around the big mud. Don't step in the big mud. Step in the big mud.
I didn't step in it, but...
Stay away from the big mud. Lots of mud. My son doesn't know how to walk. Walking is a new concept for him. Yo. Lagging. He's lagging. Don't tell him. But he's not a hiker. And I didn't tell him that this trail is almost 5 miles long. He doesn't know. So we're gonna keep it a secret, okay? Shh. You making it?
Yeah.
Okay. We have officially made it to the lake. I love this tree. He's definitely dying, but he's still got so much character. Look at this place. We're gonna go down to the lake. We're gonna pop down there. Look at this beautiful pine tree. This is the area where I usually stop and take my water break because look at it. Just look at it. Is it not beautiful? Yeah, this is one of my favorite places ever. You know, it gets on my nerves the way people trash Indiana because it's a flyover state. It's a beautiful state. You're just not appreciating it enough. You're not looking at it the right way. I love Indiana. No, we don't have mountains. We have some pretty nice stuff. And it's not trafficky. Indiana's not so trafficky. I'm about to sneeze. Is it not beautiful though? I told you it was nice. I wouldn't lie to you. And we're sinking in the muddy sand. He's found a beautiful little snail shell. It won't focus. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's crazy. I never knew how snail shells were made, and I Googled it a few months ago, and they just grow it, which I probably should have guessed that. But it's just wild. Isn't nature just wild, the way they just grow their little shells? I'll have to insert a video of a video that I took several months ago. I was on a trail and I saw a snail shell in the middle of the trail and I stopped to admire it. And on the shell was the tiniest little baby snail. Oh, wait till you see it. He was so cute. I'll show you right now. Oh my God, he's so tiny. He's so cute. Gotta go back up the cliff. Back up the cliff. Oh. You gonna make it up the cliff? I have things stuck to my gloves.
I live here now.
You live here now. He lives there now. Oh, okay. Very nice. Back on the trail. This tree is nice. Beautiful pine tree. I love that. Just look at this place. And there's seagulls. Seagulls in Indiana. Can you believe it? Oh, there's a lot of ducks over there. He's literally begging to tear you to shreds. You gotta stay away from those guys. I kind of want to take one though, because this is dead. This is on the ground. It's dead. Can I have one? Oh, I can just take the whole thing. Where am I going to carry it though? I often take souvenirs from my hikes. My apartment is covered in pine cones and pieces of dead pine trees, branches from dead pine trees. And I think we're going to add this to the collection because I want my apartment to feel like I live outside. You could kind of see it. Ow. You could kind of see it in the last video at the end when I was giving my little stupid outro. But my whole wall, I made pine trees. I'm not allowed to paint them, but I got a bunch of poster board. I taped it together. I drew pine trees, cut them out, stuck them up. So my living room does indeed look like a pine forest. Because I thought, well, if I can't move to the pine forest, I will bring the pine forest to me. I'm trying to get this sticker bush out of the way of the trail so that my indoor kid can make it through. But yeah, this is coming home with me. This, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's gonna look cool sitting on a shelf somewhere. Look at this beautiful little pine tree. Oh my God. Isn't he gorgeous? Oh, he's just gorgeous. I love him. I love him. I love you. Something's been working on this tree. Look at all that. Look at all that. That's pretty cool. Is it woodpeckers, I guess? I don't know. Woodpeckers are usually up there. I don't know what's down this low. Tearing holes in the tree. Pretty cool though. We're closer to the ducks. Of course my phone still isn't gonna pick them up. And the seagulls. The seagulls harassing the ducks. The seagulls are always harassing the ducks. I don't know why. I just want to point out how cool this driftwood looks. The way the water carves these trees into these smooth lines. I just love it. Love the driftwood. A shoe.
Oh my God, there is a shoe.
A shoe in the tree. Ooh, this is significantly more washed out than it was the last time I was here. So, Jackson, I'm gonna hold the tree out of your way so you can walk through. Try not to die. Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it, guys? Uh-oh. He made it!
There's a big old thorn branch right there.
Now my turn with the tree in the way.
Machete.
We're gonna go under it. No, because it's a live tree. I'm not gonna cut the live tree.
Ball.
Oh,
It's your fault.
we got it. We got it.
Watch your head.
What is it?
The one right in front of you.
Oh, it's stickers. We made it. Ha ha ha. I just wanted to stop and show you this. Just a particularly beautiful area. The duckies. The duckies doing little ducky things. That's not what they do. The one lone seagull. The seagull. They've accepted him as their own. They've accepted the one lone seagull as their own.
I don't see the seagull.
Right there.
Oh yeah, I do see the seagull.
They've accepted him as their own.
Look at him.
Ducks are cool, man.
Ducks are cool.
Constantly. Story time. I had a pet duck for one day when I was little. I had him for one night, and I spent the night at my grandmother's house that night. And my little ducky is a baby, tiny little baby duck. And she, I don't know what it was chasing me all through the house. We were having so much fun playing. And that night, when we went to sleep, We put the little ducky inside of a big box. Plenty of room. We, laid towels down. And like the little TV dinner trays that are about that steep or that deep. My grandma put some water in it for the ducky, so it would have some water that night. And when I woke up the next morning, the baby duck had drowned in it. How? How did the duck drown in this deep of water? I don't know. It was so sad. It's one of those traumatizing events that just stick with you for your whole life. I was probably 5 or 6, and I'll never forget it. I was so excited to see my ducky. I went running out of the bedroom. Ducky, ducky! Ducky's dead. All right, back on the hill. He's actually gone way ahead of me because I was stopped drinking my water and he just took off. So now I'm the one who has to play catch up. What's this? Yeah. Officially at the top. Yikes! How you feel? No. It feels good. We are officially at the surprise. Yes, we are. I am fully just sloshing in the mud right now. Oh, goodness. You can probably hear it. Squish, squish, squish. We are at the surprise. Oh, and while we're here, since we're at the halfway point, we'll break the news of the secrets I was telling earlier. You were dying to know what I was saying. What was I saying? That this trail is almost 5 miles long. And we didn't want to tell him. But
I might as well walk so far.
well, we're about halfway. We finally made it to where the short loop. We went the long loop, but this is where the long loop and the short loop intersect. So we've only got a couple miles left. This area is inhabited by none other than busy little beavers. You can see all the work they've done all over this place. And there's another water source over here, and that is where their den is located. This tree, every time I come out to this trail, I can see the work that they've been putting in. They are really bound and determined to get this tree down. Just look at this though. Look at the work that they do. And you see the little teeth marks. How cute. How cute is that? Oh my goodness, I love the beavers. I've never actually seen one out here though. I waited one day. I silently waited out here one day for a good hour, thinking that if I didn't move, didn't make any sound, that they would eventually come out. And then while I was sitting here, I decided to Google when do beavers come out. I was here, it was like 2 in the afternoon, and they are early morning and late in the evening workers. So I wasn't going to see any beavers that day. But yeah, this is the beavers' little area. Over here, you can see their little trail that they take over the trail, the beaver trail, and they go down there, and their den is right there. The beavers are in there right now. I just love coming up here and seeing all the work that they do. And I love seeing their cute little trail, their little trails over the trail. Look at that. See, here's our trail, and here's the little beaver trail. How cute is that? And look at this place. It's beautiful. What a beautiful area the beavers have. Look at all the work that they do. Look at all these trees that they've taken down. Beavers are so cool, dude. Oh. So anyway, that was the surprise that I wanted to show you. I don't know if you'll find it as exhilarating as I do, but look at this. That's new. They were not working on that tree the last time I was up here. They've put in a lot of work on that tree in the past couple months. Yeah, I just get really excited about nature. New. They hadn't been working on this the last time I was up here. I just love seeing all the work that they do. Such busy little beavers. I wish so bad I could see them in the act. What are you doing? Nice. That stuck right in there. We have obstacles. Obstacles on the trail.
Where do we go from here?
It just whips around.
Okay.
Oh, there's another pretty cool thing on this trail that I'm going to show you here in a little bit. Jackson, do you want to tell the 5 people that are going to watch this video about your channel? I'll link it in the description. My son has 2 channels, Yinkeedinkee Gaming and then just Yinkeedinkee. Where did you come up with Yinkeedinkee?
I just thought, what's something that hasn't been done before?
Yinkeedinkee.
Something super unique.
Anyway, his gaming channel, he doesn't stream. I don't know why I keep saying it's streaming.
I've done 2 streams.
Oh, he's done 2 streams. Anyway, he makes gaming videos, obviously. Mostly Tarkov.
Yeah.
And words escape. He tirelessly edits these videos. And I have to say, you're getting pretty good at it. He adds music and he's got some funny little parts in some of them. And then his other channel, just the Yinkeedinkee channel, he makes short films. Because he's going to be the next Martin Scorsese.
No, I'm not.
Anyway, if you're into gaming or if you have kids that are into gaming, what else do you do, kid? You make music.
Yes, I do.
Play guitar?
Yeah.
Play the drums?
Yeah.
Sing?
Yeah.
Wow, metal vocals. I don't know.
I can sing.
I never hear you sing.
You just did in the car.
I didn't hear you. I couldn't hear you.
What?
I couldn't hear you.
You have heard me sing a million times.
Yeah, he actually sings good.
Huh?
Well, but there's a difference between like singing and like metal style singing. Metal vocals.
System of a Down.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, on this channel, I eventually have a lot of, I think, interesting stories to share with you. I've had a pretty wild life. It was all self-inflicted. And those stories are going to come with a pretty stout trigger warning, I think. But yeah, I'll share them with you eventually. And the story about my husband is kind of a wild story. It's definitely not your typical love story. So eventually I'm going to share that with you, and you're going to meet him in about a month. He'll be here, and you'll understand why. I mean, he will be here in about a month. So we'll get into that at a later date. Yeah, I just have a lot of things I want to share with you. I think you'll find it interesting. We are coming up on another kind of cool part of this trail. BC. Right there. Right there we have an Indian mound. That's pretty neat, don't you think?
Yeah.
10 BC?
10 BC.
That's an incomprehensible date.
10 before Crispies.
That was a long time ago.
That's a long time ago.
That was a wicked long time ago. I can't even wrap my brain around that long ago. There's one of those beautiful trees again. And he has a bunch of really beautiful moss on him. We're going to give him a pet. We're going to give the tree a pet. Oh, yes. I love these trees. Do you love these trees?
They're pretty cool looking.
They are pretty cool looking. And he's big. He's a big guy. I just realized that when I was getting a drink of water, I set down my spiky stick. And I left it. I left my spiky stick. I don't have my spiky stick. Ah, dang it. That was gonna be such a cool little addition to all my other outside shit that I bring in the inside. And it's gone. Ah, I am such a scatterbrain. And I lose everything constantly. One of my main character traits is that I constantly am losing everything. And I've lost my damn spiky stick. I knew that once I told him how long this trail actually was, the griping was gonna set in. He's bored. He's so bored. How can you be bored? Look at this place. Look at this magical place.
I love looking at
How can you be
brown and
bored?
gray.
How can you be bored? And what is this? This fashion. My son, the fashionista.
Yeah, I didn't feel like wearing my hat anymore.
You really needed a beanie out here today, but I didn't even think about it. I usually have an extra in my bag, but guess what? I don't. But how? How can you be bored when you got trees like this? How can you be bored? How? Kids, man. I don't know. I don't get it. I could literally just sit here with this tree and nothing but this tree for hours and never get bored. But yeah, I guess when I was a teenager, I didn't give a shit about nature either. It was funny when I was a kid. I loved it. Then I was a teenager and I was a little butthole. And then when I grew up into an adult, now I'm back at it. I love the nature again. Teenagers are odd. I was an odd one as well. Oh, I was an angry teenager. But that's a story for a later date. I'll tell you all about it. It's not a particularly fun story, but we'll get into it. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you at the end of the last video, after I stopped filming and I was on FaceTime, I was walking and I heard a sound. I looked over and it was a possum, so close to me. And then I ran up. I shouldn't have run at him like I did, but I was just so excited to see him. And I ran after him and he went and he hid in a hole in a tree. And I was so sad because I wanted to make friends with the possum, but alas, he did not want to make friends with me. So I had to swap out Mr. Hankey's for a fresh one because the other one, not that you wouldn't need to know that, but it was sopping wet. So we have a fresh one. Jackson, what's your favorite movie?
Clerks.
Clerks?
Yeah.
That's a good one. You know what my favorite movies are?
No, I can't remember.
What?
I can't remember. What are they? I feel stupid when you say it.
Are you telling me that you're as useless as an asshole right here?
Yeah.
Because I think you just did. Kill Bill. Are you nuts? How could you forget?
I don't know. I didn't think that was your favorite.
They're my absolute favorite movies.
I think your favorite was Black Swan. That's Ruby.
Yeah, I love that movie, but it's not my favorite movie. What's your favorite band?
System of a Down.
System of a Down. System of a Down.
System of a Down.
I love System of a Down too. What's my favorite band?
Megadeth.
Yeah, Megadeth. Although I don't actually listen to them that often anymore. That was like, they were the first band that really got me into metal. And they are, they will always be my favorite band. Always. No matter how many, I might have a favorite. I have a new favorite band every month. Every month I have a new favorite band. But Megadeth will always be at the tippy top. What other bands do you love?
Acid Bath.
Acid Bath.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to go see them, which is absolutely crazy. Which is crazy. Like, who would have thought Acid Bath was ever going to do anything ever again? And we're going to see them on May 8th or 9th.
I don't know.
One of those days.
May.
Yeah. And it's a festival. We're only going for one day. But there's about, I don't know, 50 bands on the set list that day. Suicidal Tendencies, we're going to see. Exodus is going to be there. Rob Zombie. There's a whole, but the closer of the night is going to be Metallica. And it's kind of funny because when I saw that, I'm like, cool. Metallica's not my favorite band in the world, but I'm like, wow, I get to see Metallica. That's wicked cool. And then it wasn't until a month later that I remembered, oh yeah, that's the first band I ever saw live. I was 8 years old at Riverbend outside of Cincinnati. My mom and dad took me to see Metallica. The only part that I really remember about that concert was my first band tee. I got my first band tee ever at that show. And
It has only gotten bigger since.
And now I have hundreds. So, Mom, thank you for starting my band tee addiction. And then, several years ago, I was working in a gas station. And this guy came in. He was a regular. And he had on a Metallica concert tee. And when he turned around, I saw that it was from 1998. So that was the year that I went. And I asked him, I said, how much you want for that shirt? Because I will buy it from you. And he just gave it to me. I ended up paying for his cigarettes. Because I just thought I should give him something in return for it. But yeah, so I don't have my original band tee from that show. Like I said, I was 8 years old. But I do have one from that original show. So that was kind of cool. It was like almost meant to be.
I think, like, what's my least favorite concert that I've ever been to?
Least favorite concert?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My, I don't even count it. My first ever concert was something my grandma made me go to. Brett Michaels, the dude from Poison. And he started doing country music, and it was just horrendous.
That's not fun.
And then what was after that? We went to Slayer.
Slayer.
Right? Slayer, yeah.
That was your first real concert.
Yeah.
I have such a cute little picture of him. He's standing there in front of the stage. His little self.
2 feet tall.
Yeah. With his little Slayer shirt on. And it's just the back of him just standing there with his little Slayer shirt on. And it's... I'll actually show you. I'll show you the picture. I still have it. Oh, it's so cute.
I think the best concert the best concert was Rammstein that I've been to.
Oh.
That was the best one.
Rammstein was something else. That shit was transcendental. When the fire started going and the wind, it was in Chicago, and the wind was going absolutely crazy. And as soon as they started, the wind hit us, the fire fired, and they opened with their Arme de Tristan. I don't know how to say it because I'm not German, but it was one of those moments that, like, it just sends chills down your back every time you think about it. It was an amazing experience.
But I guess that was my favorite concert. But at Slipknot, she caught Clown's drumstick.
Yes. Okay, so
gave it to me.
I made him Chris Fane's outfit. I made the whole thing. You know, I made the mask. I might actually show it to you later. Here it is. It obviously looks better when it's on a face. It's not so flat. Yeah, I made that for him. Sorry, my voice is hoarse from this weather. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, my Christmas tree is still up. What of it? I like pine trees, and I like the pretty lights. Yeah, my Christmas tree's still up. So what? I made the mask. I made the jumpsuit. So in the little area, there was a lot of people there that were, you know, decked out in their gear. But in the little area that we were standing in, he was the only one that was, you know, decked out. And at the end of the show, Clown comes to the stage, the edge of the stage, and points directly at this kid right here. And I mean, we're not very particularly close. We're not very far, but we're not very close either. But I know he's pointing directly at this one. And he throws it. And it's like slow motion. I could see this.
Rock City.
Yes, I could see exactly like the scene in Detroit Rock City. I could see it coming. And it landed in front of me, in the seat in front of me. And the guy in front of me, the whole concert, he did this. And he turned around and he thought he was going to get that drumstick. No, sir. Nope. Oh, I would have fought him to the death over that drumstick. I really didn't have to, though. I mean, I dove on it. And, yeah. So now he's got it. Yeah. I pretty much get something every time I go to a concert. I just recently saw Creator. And the guitarist was wearing a wristband, one of the longer wristbands that has the Creator logo on it. And he gave it to me. He just reached down and handed it to me. And I also got a guitar pick that night from Testament. I feel like I went home with something else that night too, but I can't remember. It was a guitar pick from who? Who else was there that night? Testament, Possessed. Oh, Possessed.
Yeah, that's a sad story right there.
Yeah, Jeff Becerra broke my heart Wasn't happy to hear that. What is with, what? Leave the teenagers alone.
Is it that hard?
Like, what are you thinking? Like, why would you do that? I love Jeff Becerra. Well, I loved Jeff Becerra. I just don't know why you can't leave the teenagers alone. And why would you think you're not gonna get caught?
Yeah.
Talking on the online, text, receipts, hello.
Yeah.
What were you thinking, Jeff? What the hell were you thinking? Well, we are officially back to the parking lot. How was your 5-mile hike?
Wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Phone, though.
You want to go on another one?
No.
Just kidding.
No, I don't.
I have things I need to do.
I don't.
Well, I guess this is going to be it for the day. I need to change out of these super duper muddy shoes. Don't want to take that into the car. Well, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. If you joined me, I appreciate it. If you want to come back, we'll be doing it again soon. Hopefully next weekend. I hope everybody has an absolutely killer week. Try to get through the stupid work week as best you can. And remember what I said, it's just work. It's not your life. Who cares? Have a killer week, everyone. I lied, we're not done. Something about food after a hike. It just tastes so much better than any other time of day. I never eat before a hike, ever. So by the time I get off the trail, I am absolutely ravenous. So we're gonna have some Chipotle. I don't ever get meat on my Chipotle, not because I'm a vegetarian, although I wish I could be, but I can't bring myself to do it, even though I love animals. But I just don't like Chipotle's meat that much. I don't think it's very good. So I get a veggie burrito. Well, let's dig in. All right, anyway. I just wanted to share with you this delectable deliciousness that we're having right now. You want to say anything? All right. If you stopped by, if you watched the whole thing, thank you again. I appreciate it.